Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, we'd like to talk today about some tips about Zakatul Fitr since we are in Ramadan, and we want to say that Zakatul Fitr is an obligation on every Muslim and Muslimah, female, male, slave, free, kids, and adults. The provider of the family has to pay this zakat for his family, or the ones he support or provide. Also, the amount of this zakat, first it has to be paid between in the time between the Salatul Maghrib on the last day of Ramadan till the feast, the Eid prayer. This is the best time that you have to pay the Zakatul Fitr. Although there are some companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it's narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari, that some companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were paying or giving this Zakatul Fitr 2 days before the end of Ramadan. That means in 28th, the night of 28th, 29th, and so on. So that means that you can pay this zakat before this time, or 2 days before the end of Ramadan. The amount of this zakat is one sa' of the ordinary food of the country that you live in. Means that if you eat, the ordinary food in your country is rice, for example, wheat, barley, date, fruits, you pay the zakat from this kind of food. These types of food that I mentioned is mentioned also in the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because this was the ordinary food in the Arab countries in Mecca and so on. Some places maybe their ordinary food is fish, for example, meat, for example, cheese, on these things. No problem, you can pay from this type of food. So there is no specific type of food that you have to pay from, but it depends on the ordinary food on that country. Even if you want to transfer your zakat to another country, it has to be from the food of that country. So the amount of this, so we talked about the types of that of the food. The amount of this food is one sa'. One sa' means or equals 4 mud. What's the mud? The mud is this 2 handfuls like this. This is 1 mud. That means you take the rice like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 muds means 1 sa'. It almost, some scholars said that it's almost 3 kg of rice and barley and these things. This is why you have to take the 3 kgs of rice, for example, and give it for on each person. If you have 3 persons in your family, that means that you need to give 9 kgs of rice to the poor people. Maybe you can give the 9 kilos, you can give it to one person, or you can give it to different persons, or you can divide even the 3 kgs on 3 persons. No problem with that. Also, as we said, some people are asking, can we pay it money instead of the food? The most authentic scholar's opinion is that you pay it from food, because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam only mentioned that 1 sa' of food. So we don't want to say that we can pay it we can pay it money, but however, in some specific cases, we can pay it as food if there is a specific case that people they can't have they can't have the food. For example, they are very in urgent need for the money. We can give it for them as a money, but we can't say that you have the choice to choose between the money and the food, because it is food, and this is what is mentioned in all the hadiths narrated by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we talked about the amount of that, the type of the food, and also we said that the time of this zakat, it has to be at most 2 days before the end of Ramadan. Don't pay it before that, before 2 days, the last 2 days of Ramadan. That means Some people say that can I pay it in the beginning of Ramadan? We say no, no, don't pay it in the beginning of Ramadan because we don't have evidence on that. We have the evidence that says that companions paid this zakat at the last 2 days of Ramadan. Also, some people they're asking, can I give it as a cooked food, for example? Maybe if they are in need to be cooked, yes, sure, this is better for them if they need it. But first, you have to take this sa' from rice, for example. Then afterwards, take this sa', which means 4 muds. Take the 3 kgs of rice. Then afterwards, you can cook it for them as a service and help for them. But because you know that some food that after we cook, maybe its size, its weight, it change by cooking. So this is why we need to take it out 3 kgs first. Then afterwards, we can cook this 3 kgs of rice and wheat and barley and so on. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.